You may be aware that in Georgia, a personal injury claim is subject to a 2-year statute of limitation. In other words, an injured person has 2 years in which to bring a lawsuit, a civil case arising out of their personal injury, or that claim will forever be barred or lost. So it's important to remember that there are very firm deadlines when it comes to statutes of limitation. However, there are some extenuating circumstances in which one of several exceptions may apply. I won't talk about all of them, just a few that we see more often in our practice and how they may apply or not apply to a particular case. Of course, you'll always want to seek legal advice to see whether any of these exceptions may or may not apply to the facts of a particular case. This is just general overview for informational purposes. So the first exception is going to be for crime victims. The second exception is going to be for claims by minors. The third exception that we'll talk about is for claims against government entities, although it's not truly an exception to the statute of limitations. And fourth, we'll briefly touch on medical malpractice claims. So, starting with crime victims. So, the victim of a crime generally has more time than the 2 years to bring a claim. They have until the date the crime was committed, until the criminal prosecution of the criminal that committed that crime and of which the civil case arises is going to be told until, again, that person is convicted. So, if someone is, for example, shot at an apartment complex, they survive, fortunately, and then the police catch the person that did it, and that person is convicted, and you want to bring a civil case, you have up to 6 years from the date of that initial crime. There is this total of 6 years limit though, so they can't go beyond that, even if the prosecution is still going on by that point. One important exception to that, I mentioned if the person survives, there's a different rule if a surviving family member of a deceased crime victim wants to bring a wrongful death case. Those wrongful death cases are still subject to the 2-year statute of limitation, and the tolling exception for crime victims has been found to not apply to the surviving family members of a deceased crime victim. So sort of an exception to the exception, if you will, but important to be aware of nonetheless. One other quick exception in terms of crime victims is for victims of childhood sexual abuse. We'll talk about minor claims in a second, but generally a victim of childhood sexual abuse has until the victim's 23rd birthday. Until his or her 23rd birthday, that person can bring a civil suit. Now moving to minor claims, generally a minor who's injured has actually the statute of limitation does not begin to run until that person turns 18. So essentially they have until their 20th birthday, practically speaking, to bring a claim. But really, as a practical point, those claims typically are brought by the person's parent or guardian, and the parent actually has the legal claim to medical expenses. So if a minor is hurt in a car accident, while the minor could still bring a case for his or her pain and suffering until their 20th birthday, really, the parent still has only 2 years to bring a claim for the medical expenses. And as you may know, car accidents, a lot of times medical bills are of course a big part of the damages, but again, pain and suffering is going to be subject to tolling. Minor claims not subject to tolling. Moving on to third sort of exception, or not really exception, as I mentioned, is claims against government entities. So claims against government entities have even shorter deadlines, often as short as a year or even 6 months from the date of the injury. And if the person does not send what's called an ante litem notice to the government entity, the county or city, by that 1 year or 6 month ante litem deadline, out of luck, no claim. And there is no tolling for those ante litem deadlines. So just not quite an example of tolling, but non-tolling, if you will, to be aware of that this does not apply to claims against government entities. And even the 2-year statute is technically still applies, but you still have 2 years to bring a lawsuit. But before you can bring a lawsuit against a government entity, you've got to satisfy what's called the ante litem deadline. And again, that's not subject to tolling. So fourth and last, we have medical malpractice claims. I'll just briefly touch on this. In a medical malpractice case, oftentimes the person, the victim, does not realize that they've been injured by reason of medical malpractice until they later discover what has happened. So in those cases, there's something called the discovery rule that can apply, that the statute only begins to run, the statute of limitations, only begins to run after that person reasonably should have discovered that malpractice claim existed, essentially. So you can imagine how this could get fairly complicated and technical, especially when multiple exceptions may or may not apply in any case. You could have a minor who suffers medical malpractice, doesn't discover that they've been a victim of medical malpractice until later on, and so on and so forth. And so it's why it's so important to consult with an attorney as early as possible in any case to understand the statutes of limitation that may apply, and especially any tolling that may give you additional time. So hopefully this is informative. Thank you for watching.